So if you have leads, but your biggest issue right now is starting more conversations and closing more deals, I'm going to show you how to create very effective lead magnets that'll lead to so much more results inside of your business. So let's dive right in. So how do we make better lead magnets? So what are lead magnets? You can do this in the form of an ebook, free training, free school group, SOPs, or cheat sheets. All these are considered lead magnets. All of them are great in different regards, but I'll show you my favorite ones inside of this video. So why does this matter? Right now, you're wasting money, you're wasting time. So if you're running ads at the moment straight to your lead magnets, or if you're running ads in general, there are certain things that need to happen before you can convert someone that's completely stranger into a client. And one of the ways to do this is to provide a lot of value. And if you have a poor lead magnet that doesn't do that, you're not only not going to convert the client, but you're lowering trust and you're pushing people away. So again, you're also missing opportunity, right? These are people that are coming in, you're generating leads from one way or another, maybe organic with your content or paying for ads. And you have a lot of people coming into your business, but if they consume some of your assets, such as your lead magnet, and it doesn't really basically turn them on, well, now you're going to be pushing them away. So ultimately having low trust and hard sales. So what happens when you do fix this? Well, not only are you going to attract more leads, more people, because lead magnets, you can use this as a top of funnel to get someone to opt in to then get into your world. If you have a better lead magnet, more people coming in. You can also use it to start more conversations. So if you have leads right now, well, there has to be some reason for them to reach out to you, right? So if you have a good lead magnet, that's one way for them to ask for something from you to then start that convo. You can also provide so much more trust, provide value, which will lead to much easier sales and much more sales, okay? So that's the goal here with the lead magnet. We want to basically dial this in so you can just get more results in your business and get more results from all the stuff you're already doing. So how do we do this? Well, when we create a lead magnet, we need to think about these three most important factors. So we need to make it for a specific person that has a specific problem. If your lead magnet is too broad or too vague, it's basically not resonating with anybody. I mean, when it comes to this particular type of marketing, you want to have a dog whistle type of marketing versus a loud speakerphone, because you want to think about your audience as a huge crowd in this very busy plaza. And right now, if you have a speakerphone, there's already so much noise and people are going to basically just mute it out. But if you create a lead magnet that's more of a dog whistle, people are going to hear that, tune into it, and then they're going to lean in to request it. So we need to create something that's for a specific person that has a specific problem that'll create that dog whistle effect. So everyone that truly wants this is going to lean in because it's literally built for them. The next one here is we want a complete solution to one part of your offer. So we want to deliver massively with this lead magnet. We don't want it to just be breadcrumbs. We don't want this to be very superficial. We want to provide massive value so you build massive trust with this person. And you want to focus on the sexy. So I say the sexy because basically part of your offer, you're helping people do a lot of different things. Probably, let's say a fitness coach, for example. Not only do you need the workout plan and the diet plan, well, some of it comes down to the mindset and your habits, right? But selling someone on the mindset towards fitness isn't that attractive, right? No one's really raising their hand, I want the mindset hack for fitness, right? So instead you talk more about bigger biceps or how to get abs, right? These are the sexy parts of your offer that people might basically request because that's a lot more attractive to them. So thinking about that when it comes to your lead magnet. And this is something I got here from the leads book. I'm not sure why it's kind of grayed out here, but basically something you can do with your lead magnet is basically make it a step towards the dream outcome. So I'll talk more about this as to one of my favorite lead magnets. But with this, you can basically think of your lead magnet as a step towards their journey. So right now, it's very important that you know your dream avatar. You probably have this dialed in already. And so your dream avatar has a specific point in the journey right now that they're struggling with. So they have all kinds of different problems, right? And they're trying to basically find the solutions toward this as they march towards the dream outcome. And something that's probably happening with your offer is that, let's say you're taking someone from point A to point C. Well, to get there, you have to go through this, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. So if you're a dating coach, let's say, for example, that you're helping someone get more dates. So how do we get there? Well, you might have to help someone get cold approach, right? Then getting their phone number, getting on the dates, following up after the dates, going on more dates, asking her to be his girlfriend, right? So that could be like the whole client journey. But something you could do is, for example, help someone get to step B, which might be that cold approach, right? Cold approach. So basically your lead magnet could be something very attractive, like how do we approach girls in the street or whatever, or at nightclub, whatever you do. And so helping them take that first step, okay? And what's gonna happen here? Well, number one, they're gonna build massive trust because you actually helped them overcome this challenge. So now you can approach girls out and about. But what's something else that's gonna happen? Well, by doing this, well, now he's talking to girls, but now he's leading into the next problem, which is basically, how do I get the phone number, right? I'm starting conversations, but how do I ask for the phone number? So now you basically create this next problem through your lead magnet, and the only solution to get to the outcome is by signing up for your core offer. Okay, so that can be basically a goal here when it comes to your lead magnet, is thinking about a sexy part of your offer and what is something that could basically lead to more challenges that they might have. So obviously we're trying to help them, but what's something that's kind of towards the earlier stages that'll lead to everything else. So that's the main frameworks to think about when it comes to your lead magnet. So what are my favorite options when it comes to lead magnets? Well, I really like ebooks. Okay, so out of all the options I talked about earlier, ebooks are great because it's very simple and easy to consume. You can make these ideally shorter, around maybe 15 pages, but I've ran one with about 30 or so. So ultimately, again, massive value. You're packing a lot of things in there, but you want it to be very simple and easy to consume. So again, here we're focusing on the sexy, right? So sexy being the outcome they want, but also potentially sexy about the topic that it's about. So in this case, I was talking about funnels and running automations with AI. AI right now is a hot topic. People want to leverage AI. So this is something sexy, right? But you can talk about something that's relevant today, a hot topic in your industry. So this could also be something that's somewhat sexy that you could present for your lead magnet. When it comes to actually making a really good ebook, well, the ebook ideally you want to be very simple to consume. So you can have an intro section being introducing the subject of the ebook and introducing yourself and showing your authority. Then breaking it down into 3 to 5 main pillars. So for example, with this one, I had a top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. So 3 parts. And then call to action. The entire point here of having a lead magnet is encouraging them to now move further along your funnel. So for example, call to action could be consuming something else. It could be sending you a message on social media or booking a call. You could have a direct link inside. So then making it simple, easy to consume, very, very important. Make it an experience, okay? So the ebook, if you do this correctly, you can really add a lot of different things in there. So let me actually pull mine up really fast. So this is part of my ebook right here. So you can see I'm in one of the sections, top of funnel, and inside I'm providing graphs, okay? I got animations here. It's easy, it's simple. And I'm also gonna add, again, graphs, but I have certain parts here with links. I have links and video recordings. I have full breakdowns. If you click on here, it's like a Loom recording of me actually creating an ad. So this allows you to basically just create an experience when it comes to your lead magnet. So people are much more engaged. They get so much more value. And since they're already taking steps, they're already clicking on stuff, then they might as well just click at the end for your call to action. So that's one example right there. But again, making it an experience. So videos, SOPs, links, graphs, etc. But you want to over deliver. That's the most important thing. If you did this correctly, you want people to basically send it to each other. And if you're getting people sending it out, that means you did a really great job because they're putting their own name behind your lead magnet because they're asking someone to take their time to check it out. So you did a great job. So that's the goal here ultimately for an ebook. Another one of my favorite lead magnets is using a school group. And school is great because there's so much we can do inside of here. So school, we can add a lot of different trainings. So think of it almost as an organized YouTube channel, right? With different sections, different goals. You can attach all kinds of links and worksheets and different resources inside of here as well. You can have a main community channel so that you become the leader of your group and it builds massive authority. You can also have a lot of touch points as well because you're creating posts. You can message people within. So there's just a lot happening here. Very, very beneficial. It's really hot right now, and I think it works great. So when it comes to this one, what you could do is that you can focus on maybe the beginning stage of your offer. So similar to that dating coach that we spoke about, right? So helping someone go from point A to C, and the first step maybe being cold approach, right? But something you can also do is with your school group, either selling that point B or even building up your perfect client. So let's say, for example, that we're talking about the same, or let's talk about a different offer. Maybe a fitness coach, right? So you're a fitness coach that helps someone get ready for a competition. So you help people that are in really great shape, that's the avatar, get ready for Mr. Olympia. So that's the dream outcome. Well, to get there, for the dream avatar, there's steps before there as well, like point 0. Well, for them to get from here to here, they have to be in shape. So your group could almost be about helping them also become in shape so that now they've already gotten some wins with you and now they want to take it further. So that's a different angle you could use your school group for, is helping your community become the perfect avatar. For the sections within school, I recommend setting it up with an intro section. So why is the method you talk about in your school important? Who are you? What's your authority? So the intro. In the middle, value. At the end, what does it look like to take next steps with you? So call to action. So very, very similar with this. So intro, value, call to action. Here we just say intro, value. So somewhat similar, okay? Having a short amount of modules as possible, 3 to 6. I have 6 right here is fine. And I like the presentation, just make it very easy to understand. Again, making it an experience, you can add videos, you can add worksheets, you can add all kinds of different resources. And again, over deliver. So now that we've created the lead magnet, how do we use it to get that much more efficient inside of our marketing? Well, we can use it for opt-in pages across our assets and as follow-up, which is one of my favorites. So when it comes to the actual examples here, so we can use them as cross-reference. So the goal here, when it comes to your marketing leading up to the sale, we want to provide as much value as possible. Google just did a study recently and trying to understand what it takes to basically close a client. So they've came up with the 7-11-4 rule. So 7-11-4 basically means that the average person to sign up for something, it takes them 7 hours of consumption of content, 7 hours, it takes 11 touch points across 4 different channels. Okay, so that basically means that they need to consume a lot of our content in different ways or different times through 4 different channels. So for example, if you have a school group, well, it's very easy to consume a lot of content because you can create those trainings, and it can be multiple different touch points because you have multiple different videos. So if you have 6 modules like mine, and each is roughly maybe 15 to 30 minutes, well, 6 times that 30 minutes, that's 3 hours, 6 touch points. We're basically already halfway there towards a Google study. But through this different process, I can also send them to a different lead magnet. So within school, I'm offering people a chance to go towards my ebook. Within my ebook, I'm sending people over to my school group. So now, again, cross-promoting each one. You can use it as an opt-in as well. So the point of an opt-in is that now you collect their information. You can send emails. Within the emails, we're sending the lead magnets. We're sending free trainings. We're sending all kinds of different things to warm them up. And one of my favorites is to also use it as a follow-up system. So a lot of people, they really mess up with their follow-up because they're kind of approaching it in the wrong way. So whenever they do a follow-up, they're basically just that salesy person in the DMs with that Forrest Gump waving, and all they're doing is asking, right? Whereas if you use this correctly towards your follow-up sequence, you could instead follow up through value. So this is how I approach it, in which I'm reaching out to people, pushing value, offering something, and if they basically pick it up, now we can continue the conversation. So my follow-up basically consists of me sending value, and then leading it up with a conversation starter. So that's how I approach my follow-up. So I can send them links to my school group, to my ebook. I can send them YouTube links as well. So now instead of having like a question mark or a Forrest Gump meme, right, just being that annoying person, now I'm basically leading with value. They can consume more, they get more touch points, and hopefully they like what they see and we can actually talk. So that's my favorite way to use this. And by doing this now, again, you're going to have more conversations. The conversations are going to lead to more booked calls, and the booked calls are going to be so much easier because they've gone through so much content and they've gotten so much value. So that's why when you use them basically a little bit more organically, but you can also use them for your ads, okay? So the whole process for your ads is that you could have a lead magnet, let's say top of funnel. So this could be a straight to DM link or a straight to website link. You can also use it as a retargeting ad with a DM me for this. Then through the lead magnet, you're going to provide value. You then start the conversation as well. You ask more questions and you book the call. So very straightforward. That's how you can basically turn up the amount of conversations you have and how many booked calls you generate by spending money inside of your ads through lead magnets. This is one of the most effective ways to run ads by, again, starting and position yourself from a position of value. So here are some examples of my ads that I've run. So the top ones here are going to be straight to school link. Right now it's working very, very well. People are really loving school and it's a time to take advantage of it. So I have ones that are basically talking about the value. Click link below. This is more of a simple one that I tested out. And here's another one with like a screenshot example. So that's the straight to link. And then down here, these are going to be ones also sending to school, but with a DM example. Okay, so again, it's a cool picture, relatable, and talking about the value, why they should send me the DM, and then asking them to send a DM. To be quite honest with you though, the best ads are going to be video ads of you just talking. It's very important that you set it up correctly, but it consists of having a great hook that grabs attention, delivering value. So basically this in talking format. So what's inside the group, why should they join, then a call to action to actually take the step to join the group. So pictures do work. I tend to see better return on ad spend through videos. Yeah, about 30 to 50% more results if you record a video instead of a picture, but those are some picture examples. But if you put all this together, if you create really great lead magnets, if you plug them in correctly inside of your marketing, this is what will happen. You're going to have many more leads because people are more interested in getting something in exchange for their information or in exchange of joining your world. Now you're starting from a position of value. You're providing something. So people will be more inclined to actually hop in. You'll have many more conversations because you're using it for your retargeting. You're using it for your follow-ups. So you'll have much better conversations all throughout. So this will all lead to more results, which means lower cost to acquire clients, easier to get clients because they go through so much value before actually having that conversation. At the end of the day, more clients, which is what we want. We want to grow your business and crush it at the end of the day. So hopefully this helps you out. If you have any questions about lead magnets, or if you want to see what my lead magnet looks like, my own school group, Coach Capital, then be sure to click the link down below. That'll bring you straight to my group. We can add you on and then you can check everything out. Otherwise, if you have any questions, drop them below in the comments and be sure to subscribe so you can see more videos just like this one. And I will see you very soon.